What's going on, everyone? This is the Warehouse Series. I welcome you. If you're new, thank you for being here. When I select in the warehouse, usually I edit all the video in between every case, all the travel time, things of that nature. So today we're going to be looking at a video of mine unedited. If this one does all right, then I got some more that I like to do. All what it is showing you that, when I struggle, something's not working. What do I do to overcome that and keep moving forward and still make my times? So without further ado, let's get to that video and we'll conclude after that. All right, guys, so we're going to start off here. The white box that's on there, I apologize for that. That will go away briefly. This aisle starts off with sugar, flour. I do not have a lot of sugar, flour. I get right into some bakery items. It's a 1-pallet order, and I get some buckets and bakery boxes. Usually when I get the bakery boxes and the buckets is usually whenever I start struggling to build a decent base, especially if I get a lot of buckets. I really hate buckets. Right here, I put both my hands towards the bottom of the bucket. I do that to make sure that that bucket is right to the outside edge of that pallet. I do it all the time. A bucket I threw in the middle, guys, you want to keep on moving. The name of this game is that you want to keep progressing forward. I'm curious. I just throw these buckets down because I'm curious what's coming up. What else am I going to get? So I don't want to dwell on something too long, and then 4 slots later, I find out something better is going to work on my corner. I am very particular about having those strong corners. And if I can help it, I want nice level corners. Buckets, not so much the smaller buckets. I like the bigger buckets on the corners. But yeah, it is what it is. But you're going to see me moving stuff around multiple times. Boxes, whenever I get boxes, I like to put them on my front corners. I don't know why in this aisle, I like to put my boxes on the front corners, unless you're going to see these big heavy bakery boxes I get a little bit later. So when I do something like this, I got the brown box on the left, I got the white powdered sugar on the right. My goal is to get a case in the middle there to either equal up with the brown box or the powdered sugar. Honestly, I could have left this here. I don't know why I move it again. I do move this bucket again, but that is my goal. I always want to try to get that to meet up. I don't want to put a case in the middle that's going to be higher than the powdered sugar. I don't want to keep playing catch up, because that's when you start getting weak corners, is whenever I put the middle higher than the outside. So I got some tidy cats I'm putting back on my back corner. I love when I get those. They work perfect for the back corner. Now those boxes are stronger and they're a little bit heavier, so I don't mind putting them on my corner. That Domino sugar up front, see, like right there, I don't like that there. Okay, I got some here. I'm getting my bakery boxes now. Yeah, I'm trying to spread them around. I don't even think I keep that there. I'm very particular on how I build. I get a little ridiculous. Sometimes I irritate myself sometimes. All right, so guys, that's what I do. I look for something. If it's not working, I just keep moving. I just set it down. I don't care where I put it on the pallet, as long as it's out of my way. And that Arm & Hammer, I remember when I put that down, I already have an idea where I want to put it. It's just that I got to move cases around again to get it there, because it's a heavy case, and it's just not going to work out. I want it on the base. It's a nice heavy case that I want on the base. And I'm going to maneuver stuff around to make sure I get it as low as possible on the pallet. Right here, I'm getting heavy bakery boxes. You'll be seeing later on in the pictures. I think I had like 4 or 5 of them. And then right here, I put the cat litter Arm & Hammer right on the outside edge in the back. Yeah, so I don't know what I got coming up right here. Man, I might have bakery bags. Yeah, I'm just The tidy cats. I hate these things. All right, so these things right here, the reason being I moved now, I'm going to lay this on its side and just keep moving. I hate these tidy cats. If you put them on the base, they slide off the pallet. If you put them on the outside in your corner, they move around. I preferably love having them in the middle of my pallet. Even though that's leveled up, I'm still not going to leave it there. I just don't. I like these in the middle if I can, especially if I only have a few of them. But I really hate the tidy cats. But we're coming in the bags, so we're getting out of the boxes, and that's where those tidy cats are. They're at the end of the boxes. And here. Now I don't mind putting this tidy cat there, because I know that I'm going to be able to put something on the other side of that to pin it in. If I could pin a tidy cat in, I will put it on the outside perimeter, especially in the middle. Guys, do you always see how I get back to my pattern? No matter how I do my base, once I get a base established and I get out of the base where my pallet's starting to get closer to waist high, every time, what do you see on all my orders? Cases pointing in with smaller cases running down the middle, my cross and T that I always talk about. A T more than a cross, but that's what I do every time. Cases pointing towards the middle of the pallet. I tell my trainees that all the time. Cases pointing towards the middle of the pallet. And then I'll come back and they'll have cases running the length of the pallet. Pointing in with small cases in the middle. Here, I'm going to take my phone off so you can see what's going on back here. Nice strong corners, keeping my corners level. I got the buckets and the problem cases in the middle with those tidy cats. So now I am happy with my base. I'm going to be going in the bags. Now I know when I get into the bags, I'm going to be able to level this pallet off to my likings. I walk across the forks here, guys. Don't walk across your forks. Remember, I said I'm on pre-shift overtime. There's literally about 20 people in this warehouse right now. So there's not a lot of people. This is honestly when I like to film, because if I had a lot of people in the aisle with me, then I got to sit there and blur out everyone's face. It's actually, I'm not that good of an editor to be, so I like it whenever there's no one in the warehouse, because I don't have to worry about editing. So I'm getting into the bakery bags now. I love bags. I love when I get small bags, big bags. You can move the contents around. You could shake the contents sideways and make the bag narrow. To me, if you cannot make your pallet level coming out of bags, dog food and bakery bags, then you need to reevaluate how you're doing things. I just think that with the bags, with being able to move the contents around, you should always have a level pallet. See how I do that all the time, guys. I slap the bags all the time. I don't want to put a bag down that has a big crown in the middle of the bag. I want the bag flat. So after this, after we go through bags, we're going to have boxes. Now, I don't leave that there. I just threw it down because I don't know where I want to put it. Name of the game is to keep moving. If I keep a crown in the middle of the bag and I get to my boxes later, well, how the hell's that box going to sit on my bag? It's not. So I like to make sure that if I do have a bag where the contents are shifted towards the middle, that I like to slap the bag to make sure I'm getting that bag as flat as possible. Now I just threw that down because I don't know where I'm going to put this charcoal at, and I'm going to move on to the next aisle. Now we get into the dog food. So we had flour, we had charcoal, bakery items. Now we're in the dog food aisle. Remember, this is one pallet order, so it's not a lot of content. So here, yeah, these dog foods. I hear people say, I don't know what to do with these dog foods. I like them when I get multiples of them because I'll use them as a corner. It's just short, the smaller bags, those ones there. I found 2 of them. I'm going to keep them together and stick them on the corner. I'm going to tie in that corner. There's not too much video coming up. We're going to be getting into the pictures soon. Yeah, because like I said here, I start losing sight of what's going on in the back of my pallet, and it's just pointless to keep running videos, so I don't think there's much left. Yeah, there's still about a minute and a half left, it looks like. So I actually decided I want to keep that charcoal there because it's equal to the part over on the other side. So those 2 dog foods equal that. I know I'm coming up in the smaller boxes. I'm not even sure that's what I stick in the middle there, but I know that I could definitely level that off above the cat food. But that's the name of the game with me, guys. Even if I don't tie it in, I still like to keep it leveled, so I keep my options open. I'm still in the dog food aisle here, and then next aisle we get into boxes. And then I believe I do take the camera off and show you guys again. I don't have audio. I like talking over, so that's why I don't do audio on my videos. That way I could explain to you guys what I'm doing. And like I said, this video is a lot longer than usual, so I apologize for that, but just something a little different. So right here, when I recognize something, so see, I'm shaking the contents because I had a spot to put that in, but it wasn't fitting properly. So I just shook the contents to the one side. Now I got 2 of these Fresh Step cat litters that would have fit perfect on that corner. And they would have just filled in my corner better. So literally 10 seconds of shaking that bag down, moving it from one side to the other to make my corner more solid. To me, it's worth the time. Here, now we're going to take a look at what's going on here. So I got everything looking pretty darn level. So now that's the end of the video. So guys, from there on out, I'm going to show you some pictures here in a second. But like, so when I do stuff like that, I know I'm going into boxes. And I know I want as level as a playing field as possible whenever I'm going into boxes, because when you put boxes on bags, it's not the greatest. So what I usually do, and I'm going to show you in a second here, is I will put boxes on. I will try to make that next level of boxes really flat. And then I will put a quick wrap around it to hold the boxes in. All right, guys, so the first picture I want to show you is this one right here. So basically what I try to do is after I get my bags, I'm trying to use my boxes, cans, whatever I have, because we have cans of cat food coming up, all different size of cans. So I know that I could probably get this next level layer. And I do exactly that. I will try to get this next level layer with my garbage bags and my cans. Now, imagine if I did not flatten out some of those bags. I mean, I still got a little bit of cases waving in and out, but they're basically waving in. They're pointing inwards, slanted in, so if they do, you know, fall a little bit, they're gonna fall inward. But I always stick wrap around this. Once I get a full layer, you don't wanna do it without a full layer because then you're gonna start shrinking your pallet in. So once I get a full layer, I will throw wrap around the middle of that pallet just to make sure stuff's not sliding off my bags. And then this is my finished product right here. You could see it was not a big order. Guys, with me, now I say with you, like if I listen to my cube, now this is probably only like if I had to guess, like a 50 cube. I tell you to keep, you know, when you know you're not having a full pallet, to maybe move a little bit faster. Me, on the other hand, I'm very particular how I build. So I will waste the time to build my base and make sure I have a nice base, because believe it or not, up until that charcoal, the rest of that pallet took me no time at all. I mean, it literally took me no time to build that because I had a solid base. I just like making sure that my bases are nice and square and nice and solid. But I crushed the times on this because there was no one in the warehouse with me. I think I did like a 120 on it. The beginning of that video, although I was messing around with my base, I still had like probably 20 some cases on there, maybe 30 cases. And it took me like what, 8 minutes to do, 9 minutes to do to get to the actual base of it and start moving on. So I did struggle a little bit. Like I said, I got more video coming out. I have another dog food pallet. I believe it's a 2 pallet order. Then I got a small case order. If you guys like these unedited ones, I will still try to keep them around that 15-minute mark or lower. I'm going to try really hard to do that. I'll do them with smaller orders. So guys, that's it for today. If you guys enjoyed the movie, let me know below. If you want me to go back to editing them, I could honestly do that too. Or, you know, so let me know. Let me know what you guys like to see. This channel's catered to you. So I will see you guys next time. Have a great day.